I'm Ari from Into the Breach. Uh, I've been playing for Dota for 3 years now, and before that, I played a game called Heroes of the Storm, which is also a MOBA, where I was rank 1 in that. So this is why I chose to play Dota. Well, I've been playing games all my life, basically. It's always been my main passion, but until about 4 years ago, maybe, I was still just playing casually. I didn't really think about professional play. It was only in the final year that I was playing Heroes of the Storm that I reached rank 1, obviously, and that really was like a wake-up call for me in terms of thinking about this is actually a possibility of something that I could do with my life. And so yeah, it was from 4 years ago that I pursued it from that, because I never really aimed to get rank 1. It just happened kind of naturally. This game just came very naturally to me, and it felt very easy. So I felt like this was something I had a real talent for. So that was from that point was when I wanted to really pursue a career in esports. And then I had, for the upcoming season, I had 3 Division 1 teams out of the 8 Division 1 teams there were that wanted me to play with them for the upcoming season. And then conveniently, at this, about like a week after this, these offers came through, the developers of the game told everyone that they are discontinuing the professional scene. So this was no longer an option for me anymore after reaching the top of the leaderboard and getting these really strong offers. So I had to give up on this idea. But I still knew that what I really wanted to do was be a professional gamer. So I started looking into other games that I could potentially convert my skills over from this game. So I just wanted another MOBA. So I was looking at either League of Legends or Dota. And the one main thing I disliked about Heroes of the Storm was I didn't feel like the skill cap was high enough. I couldn't do enough on my own. So I wanted to choose the highest skill cap game I could find, which is why I chose Dota over League. And so from the very start, 3 years ago, my plan was to be a pro Dota player, but I had school and some other things going on, so it's on and off since then. And then a year ago from now was when I actually started properly trying full-time Dota. And yeah, so it took me a year to get from a random player to now starting my pro career in Dota. Probably the thing I'm most excited for about this new patch is Marci being added to Captain's Mode, as this is my best hero probably, and I think I can do a lot of it in official games. And also, I'm really hoping that CK is no longer broken, as I hate playing against this hero. But aside from that, I'm pretty happy with the current patch, so I hope it's not too drastic changes. I would say my favorite player to watch is Miracle. I find the way he plays the game is very different from anyone else. I think he's the best player in the world. So despite now being a 4 player, I was actually the carry player for the first 2 and 3/4 years I was playing this game. And Miracle was always the one I tried to replicate. I felt like he was the best the whole time. In terms of my personal Dota targets, I'd say primarily at the moment I'm focusing on making myself the best player I could possibly be. Because until I'm good enough as a player to make it to TI, it's not particularly relevant what I'm achieving. I just have to keep improving, and then I'll do that as quickly as possible. And then as soon as I'm feeling confident that I'm a TI worthy player, then that will be the goal immediately. Maybe I can give it a good shot this year, but if not, then definitely next year TI will be the goal. As I say, 4 years ago is when I began wanting to do this professionally, when I was rank 1 in Heroes of the Storm. And I mean, if it was purely up to me, I wanted to drop out of school at this time and immediately pursue it, since I actually already had professional offers of salaries being offered to me at this time, so it would have been viable. But my family wasn't fully supportive at this yet, because it was quite early. I was only 14 at the time. They wanted me to finish my main education at least first. So we agreed that I would finish school until I was 18, and then it would be up to me to pursue this as well as I can. I'll have a year or two to see what I can achieve. Which brings us to now, after a year of trying, and I'm getting a good opportunity here at Into the Breach. So at this point, my family is pretty supportive. So yeah, and also my friends are they're all extremely excited about this. It's like a very rare and cool job to have. So everyone's all very supportive at this point. From what I can see, there is a very serious lack of UK players in the scene at the moment. I'm not seeing any coming through aside from myself, so hopefully this can change in the future and I can potentially inspire some British players to try harder to reach the top. Hopefully there'll be more of us in the future.